What is going on, everyone? It's Brody back in to answer another tennis question. And today's tennis topic is going to be a little bit different from something we've done before. Today's going to be the first string review I've actually done on this channel itself. So today's string in question is going to be one that not a lot of people have actually talked about that I've seen, but I've played with a few times before and is actually a pretty close and dear to me. And that's going to be the Dunlop Explosive Spin. The one I used was in the 1.25 or the 17 gauge from Dunlop. And now with the Dunlop Explosive Spin, one thing you got to know, it's a 6-sided string, which is 4-sided, or Vocal V-Star, which is 5-sided. This one has 6 sides, and it's a spin machine. Now, I do have this in a more spin-friendly racket, the Dunlop SX300. This is the Tour Edition, and it's a generation old. I have a few of these because I personally like these rackets myself, just because of all the just all-around benefits I get. It's a bit more of a spin-friendly racket, so it helps give me a little bit more from what I normally get, because I usually play with an 18 by 20, but with a string tests, the 16 by 19, especially in these rackets, I find to do pretty well for me. So that's why I stuck it in here. So with the Dunlop Explosive Spin 17 gauge, one thing that I've mainly found is going to be that it's going to offer a lot of spin, but still have a lot of control to it. That's something I felt that was a little bit different than most other control-oriented polyesters. This one wasn't as powerful per se, but it is going to be more spin-oriented, a little bit more control-oriented, and just allow you to really place your shots pretty well. Now, one more thing I will say about this is that it is a little bit more of a dead string. So if you are a player who really likes comfort, or if you really like the string to just give you a lot of feedback on where you're hitting onto the ball, this string may not be the best choice to go with. But if you're looking for that, if you really don't care about the feel of the racket as much, you care somewhat, but you don't necessarily want it as much as other things like spin potential and control, the Dunlop Explosive Spin 17 gauge is going to do you just fine. So now we're going to head over to the court, and I'll give you a little bit more feedback on what's going on with this string and how it's playing, as how it feels as I'm playing with it now. So here we are on court. Yes, as you can see, I am playing in jeans. You can roast me in the comments all you want. I find it comfortable at times. Plus, it's really cold out when we were playing. This was the first time myself and my dad, who's hitting with me, got to hit since winter, and we were lucky enough to even get outside. So I'll leave it at that. But as you can see, the Dunlop Explosive Spin, it is giving me a lot of spin and help with control, especially here on this shot. My dad is about to serve to me. I get the easy return, and I get it right into that short corner. That spin and control from the Dunlop Explosive Spin, I attribute a lot of that to, because it is very spin friendly and it helped me a lot. Now, with the rest of the services and the backhands, the forehands that you've seen, the Dunlop Explosive Spin sometimes can feel like a board. It was a little bit colder out, so I won't knock it too much, but it does well. All right, so we're back from the court here with the Dunlop Explosive Spin 17 gauge. I personally like this string a lot. I don't necessarily need a big feel type string. I like the control, I like the spin from it, and that's where I was looking for, especially because it was enhanced even more by the racket that I put it in, with this being a 16 by 19 pattern. I will say, if you are looking for a string that is a little bit more on the feel side, you may want to stay away from this. Other than that, this polyester did great for me. It did wonders. Usually I'm a bit more of a flat hitter, which you had seen a little bit from those videos that I showed on the court, but the extra spin allotted from this string really helped out with that. So with this play test, I put this string in here in this racket at 55 pounds. That's right in the middle of the tension range, because the range is 45 to 65 here on this Dunlop. So with that, it's pretty balanced all around, good control, good spin, not as much power. So if you do want a little bit more power and a little bit more feel, just go down a couple of pounds. I'd say start with at least 2 or 3. That way you can really just loosen the string up, allow it to snap back a little bit more, get a little bit more pace on the ball, and just have it not be as tight or just as board-like, as I called it right before we came back here, in the string bed on your racket. So with that being said, That's been my take and review on the Dunlop Explosive Spin 17 gauge. If you have any more questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below so I can get back to them. And if you like the video, leave a like on it. I plan to do a lot more string reviews now that it's starting to get warmer outside, so I can play outside and or indoors, just depending on who or where I'm playing with. So, like the video, like I said, leave a comment down below what your thoughts are on the string, if you've tried the string before, or if you want to know a little bit more about it. Subscribe to the channel so that we can grow this channel and get the tennis information from the people who have it to the people who need it. There's a lot of tennis misinformation going around in the tennis community. I took it upon myself to make this channel so that we can get rid of that. So, with that being said, like the video, comment down below, subscribe, share this video with a friend if you think they may be interested in this string. And, as always, take care.